way, it is on one of our best-selling box chains that's offered separately. This is spectacular. It is literally over 1.5 inches in width and over 2 inches in height. And it is the crane with the chrysanthemum, which brings this whole thing full circle for me. Oh my gosh, Scott, I can't wait to hear your story, and I'll get mine in at the end.
I want to hear yours first.
Okay, so we were married in November, on November 11th at 11 a.m.
Okay.
So 1111 has always been our lucky number, long before people said it was the Make-A-Wish thing. And, you know, I've even done bracelets. Yes. So 1111, I even have my T. Giselle bracelet that I designed with Tiffany that has the clock on one side and the 1111 on the other that says Make-A-Wish. Okay, so when we got married, you know, didn't have a lot of money, didn't have unlimited budget. So I really was looking to save money on our flowers. And I did a lot of research. And since we were married in November, I wanted to use the flower of the month, which is the chrysanthemum. So that is what I carried on my grandmother's prayer book. That is what my girls wore. That is what was on the altar. We were surrounded by chrysanthemums. So when you talked about the love and the fidelity and the, you know, the mating for life, I was like, oh my gosh, this is another one I need to now get before it sells out, because and I know how important the chrysanthemum is in the Japanese culture, but it is also the November flower, and a flower of constancy and love. And it's the flower that blooms when everything else just kind of goes away in these colder months. So I just freaked out a little when you were telling the story, and I knew this was coming up. I'm so excited.
Okay, so say it again. So it's the flower that blooms when I have to do a proper floral collection for the months.
Yes, because the Victorians had the language of flowers. Like, if you got a certain bouquet, it was like, I don't like you anymore. And if you got another bouquet, it was like, oh, you are the love of my life. So, like, this is
can I tell you,
amazing.
You and I have to cop a squat, and I need to pull some information from you, and then go to and get to our design book.
Okay, dude, text me. I'm yours. But wow,
awesome,
for
awesome.
this. Wow.
Do you love it?
I love it.
As you said, it's a symbol of the royal family in Japan, and so it's become a national symbol. Is that chrysanthemum? I mean, so everywhere you go, not everywhere, but a lot of the heritage sites that you will go through in Japan, you will see a variation of chrysanthemum, some abstract, some literal, and they're all over the homes. They're at the highest, as the closest to the heavens. So we wanted to bring that flower in there, and the way we created that flower, there's so many highs and lows to the flower. It literally is like, are you able to do like a little bit of a side view?
Yeah,
there you go. But look, so see how the flower, it's almost as though it's coming out of the enhancer. You can see the petals as they're opening.
Amazing.
So there's so much depth. So it's almost as though you're wearing a corsage
Yeah.
of the chrysanthemum. Then you have, look at that spectacular red crane.
I mean, Scott, we have 100 left. I'm thinking of the Firebird in the world of classical music or ballet. I'm thinking of Swan Lake right here. I mean, there is just so much drama. And I just wanted to do a little jewelry 101. If you say, what is an enhancer? Well, it is a pendant that this opens up in the back. So if you want to put it on a really wide cord or chain and you can't get the clasp through it, that lets you put this on pearls or beads or things that other classic pendants that don't open up wouldn't go on. Also, I love that we flashed on the screen, Scott, your classic, I think it's also top rated box chain. I'm wearing it in the 18, but I believe we also have it in the 36 that we saw on Katya outside. And also, no matter what you put behind this, like this is Jason Wu, this dress. Even when I put it against a print, which in the old days I would have gotten in trouble, Scott, for wearing a print with jewelry because we were only allowed to wear solids. And I'm like, yeah, but in real life, we're going to wear it with prints too. Like, come on. Like, look how it still shows up even with a solid. But Katya has it on with like a white, gorgeous, looks like wrapped sweater, or if you had that against red, wow. So I have to say, it's my favorite out of this collection as well. We have fewer than 100 to go around. It really is romantic and spectacular.
It makes me so happy.
Okay, the holiday